Welcome to another edition of Karjaka and Coffee. I'm Alexander Karjaka. Welcome to the studio. This is episode 7, and I am accompanied by a little espresso from this little crate and barrel getup for my folks that didn't want it. So hey, perfection. Don't you just love that sound? Anyway, I thought I'd talk for a brief few minutes about black and white. And now I'm hearing this more even at school and with some of my students and on the street, which is, don't worry, we'll just throw it in black and white. And my heart hurts a little bit when you say that, because it would presuppose that there is a problem with the photograph. And so rather than like dealing with something, it's like now we're just throwing black and white filters and presets and LUTs onto photos. And granted, this video that we're doing right now with this handy dandy R5 camera, courtesy of PhotoCare, is being color graded in black and white. And the reason why we're doing this that way, and why I shoot in black and white, is because that's how I studied black and white. It is an art form. It was an art form, and still is an art form in its own right, as opposed to the bandaid that it's become in today's world. And by bandaid, I mean, rather than look at things being like, okay, that's a little soft focus, which like in today's world means like if it's not tack sharp, it's not 4K, if it's not 8K, if you're not looking at a huge retina screen or your iPhone or whatever, and it's not perfectly sharp, we're gonna get rid of it, or we're gonna throw it in black and white. And that just, again, like I said, hurts my soul, hurts my heart. The reason is because black and white is for people like me that grew up in film first, like we learned how to think in different film stocks. We learned how to photograph with black and white in our mind, in our mind's eye. So when we looked at reds and blues and yellows and grays, how all the different colors of the spectrum, would show up in black and white, depending on what film grade we were using. We already had that already built in. So as we took photographs, we already kind of had an idea, rather than just being like, oh, kind of hoping for the best. Basically, film photography started off in sepia and daguerreotype and black and white. That's where it wasn't till we got Kodachrome and color back in the day that and even then when color came out, it wasn't considered a true form of photography. Black and white was still considered the standard editorially in magazines everywhere, and then became more into prominence and whatnot. Anyway, my wish for you today is when you see an image that, yes, like I understand people have their own opinions or gut feelings on where black and white should be. But if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, I highly recommend actually studying black and white. So being purposeful with how you take photographs with film, or thinking in, when you're working with your digital setup or your phone or whatever way you take photos in. And take a look at find black and white photographers and photographs that suit more of what you want to say as an artist, as a photographer, rather than putting the band-aid on that says, okay, this photo didn't work right, maybe it will look better in black and white. That's the big takeaway as I take another sip of this fantastic espresso to clear my throat. And this is episode 7, Karjaka and Coffee. I'm Alexander Karjaka with Justin Brown on the camera, on the audio, on the video editing of this. And don't forget, we have 2 new websites, karjaka.com and karjakaimaging.com. If you could follow all of those on social media and our email address, and let us know what you're thinking. And if you like it, great, let us know. If you hate it, let us know, and we'll take all your advice and guidance. Anyway, my name is Alex. Enjoy.